Welcome to Crafting at Home with Tully. My name is David, and today I am going to show you how to make these absolutely lovely little corner bookmarks that are perfect for Mother's Day, which is just right around the corner, or any other occasion you can think of. They're great, they make a little pocket thing, and then you put them over the corner of your book just to hold your page. Absolutely perfect. So, there are a few things you'll need for these, and I'll bring those out later on to give you a couple of ideas. First thing you'll need is a sheet of green paper. So I've chosen red and yellow as well. Now, if you don't have coloured paper at home, that's fine. You could get some plain paper and do your own designs or colour the whole thing in, and it'll be absolutely lovely still. The other things you'll need are some glue or sellotape. I generally prefer glue, but sellotape works just as well. A pen or some colouring pencils. Again, I prefer using a pen because it gets a bit brighter, but if you want to do some colouring pencils, again, absolutely fine. The last thing you'll need are some scissors. Now, you might need a grown-up's permission or an adult's help or something with this, especially if they're sharp scissors like the ones I'll be using today. So, I'm going to move these out of the way because the first thing we need to do is actually use our green piece of paper to make the pocket. So, move this to the centre, there we go. So, you get one of the corners of your green piece of paper and fold it all the way across to the other side and make kind of a square. So you'll see if I open that, we've got a nice crease all the way down that side. When I close it, there's a strip at the top that needs to be cut off. So that's where we'll need to get the scissors. And here's one I prepared earlier. So you'll cut off one side and you'll be left with a square of paper and a strip of green paper as well. Now, don't throw this strip of green paper out yet because you'll need that later on. The first thing you should do is grab your square. So we'll make the pocket first and then we'll see about designing some things to go on it. So you've got a crease already. So fold over the crease again and you'll have a good right-angled triangle. Just make sure that crease is nice and sharp. There we go, perfect. Now it'll look a bit like a flappy mouth. That's exactly what you need, because you need to take the top of that mouth and fold it all the way to the back. And then you'll be left with kind of a weird shape there. That's exactly what we need. The next job is to get each corner and fold it into the middle point there. Once you've done that, we'll unfold these and we should have a bit like an envelope all ready to go. Now you need to fold your two sides up to the top, a bit like a diamond. Just like that, and make sure now that we've got a few bits of paper, make sure those creases are nice and thick. There we go, perfect. Now you should have a little pocket just in there. And what we need to do is fold, using the little folds we made earlier, fold them straight into the pocket. Now, if these get a little bit stuck like mine has, just grab your pencil, give it a little poke. Not too hard, because if you poke too hard, you'll poke straight through the paper. But if you poke enough, it'll just make it all fit in together. So that there is the basic part for a corner bookmark. Now, these are absolutely great because you can do absolutely anything with these. You can make fish. I made a shark. I've made an octopus. I've made dragons. All depends on your imagination and things like that. So you can go absolutely nuts with this, which is what I normally do. But I thought today I'll show you how to do a flower so that gets your mind whirring anyway, and we'll see what you come up with. So I'll pop this to one side. And now I'll get the red and yellow paper that we had earlier. I need those scissors again. So, first job, to make the petals. Now, I have a little trick for making the petals. You get two small bits of red paper, put them together, and fold it into three. So I'll just carefully fold this into 3 bits. Now I should have 1, 2, 3 pieces there. And then what you can do is, with your scissors, cut through the whole bunch on both sides. Now be careful with your second side because they're going to be slightly loose. But then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals that are all about the same size. Now any excess bits, we'll pop them to one side and I'll put them in the recycling later on. So they're all safely out of the way. Now I have my petals. I need the middle of my flower. So for that, I'll fold a piece of yellow paper in half, just like that. And I'm going to cut a semicircle. Now, I might have done this one a little bit too big. It's quite a huge middle, but that's fine, because all you need to do is fold it in half again and just trim it a little bit more. Make it exactly the size and shape that you want. Now that I've got a nice middle for my flower, I'm going to put some glue on it. There we go. I'm going to stick each of my petals to the middle of this flower. Now you might need to add a little bit more glue every so often as you cover over the bits you've put down, but that is absolutely fine. And now if I flip this over, ta-da! I have a beautiful red flower. Now I'll bring my nice green corner bookmark back in and put some glue just there, because the next thing I need to do is stick my flower down. Whoops, there we go. Now, you might remember the green strip of paper that we had at the start. That's where now it's time to shine as well. So we'll fold this green bit in half and cut 2 leaf shapes out of it. So I have 2 lovely green leaves. I'll put those in the recycling. And then I'm going to draw the veins of the leaves on. Now this is really easy. All you need is a nice line and some lines coming off it. Perfect. Now obviously I'm using a black pen. You could use pencil, you could use coloured pens, whatever you want to use, as long as it makes a nice looking leaf. I'm going to put a wee bit of glue on each one of my leaves. And I think they'll look quite nice at the back, but you could put them wherever you want. Now I have 2 leaves sticking out the sides of my flower. And then last thing, importantly, is to draw a little face on it too. So I'm going to do some big round eyes. I'm going to draw a big bumpy nose. And I'm going to draw a very big cheesy grin, because my flower is a very happy flower. There we go. Now that was a really easy craft to do. And like I said, these are a perfect little gift. I'm actually going to be taking one of these out for my mum later on today. Now I hope you've really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy making some bookmarks, and we'd love to see them. So if you want to get some photos and post them on Facebook, we'd really love that. Thank you for watching.